says, don't imagine life to be, don't imagine life to be always magical. You know what happens here? Look at Hebrews 13:13. Another let us then go to him outside the camp, bearing the disgrace he bore. Let us go with Jesus outside the camp, bearing the disgrace he bore. The sins he already took. We don't have to do anything about it. But the disgrace, when you stand up for the uniqueness of Jesus in your corporate office, in your neighborhood conversations, then people might start to sideline you. People may like to joke about you. People might actually be against you. But when you are ready to suffer the disgrace, actually take the disgrace, you're growing as a Christian. Otherwise, your faith is going, not growing, going. And then in Hebrews 11:35-40, and I want to read it from the Voice version of the Bible, the updated New King James Version, the wonderful version. The Voice, the updated New King James Version. It says, Hebrews 11:35 onwards, I could speak of faith bringing women, their loved ones back from dead, and how the faithful accepted torture. Faithful accepted what? Torture. Instead of earthly deliverance, because they believed they obtained a better life in the resurrection. Others suffered mockery and whippings. They were placed in chains and in prison. The faithful were stoned, not garlanded. They were stoned. They were sawn into two. And if you read church history, you will understand that this part of the Bible is talking about prophet Isaiah, the man who gave us the book of Isaiah, the book with the best vocabulary in the Bible. And prophet Isaiah was cut into two with a hacksaw. And no angel came to save him that day. He was faithful till the day. He was faithful. Clothed only in sheepskins, verse 37, and goatskins. They were penniless. They had faith, but they were penniless, afflicted and tormented. The world was not worthy of these saints. They wandered across deserts, crossed mountains, lived in the caves and cracks and crevices of the earth. Verse 39. These, though commended by God for their great faith. Some preachers would like to tell that they had no faith. But the Bible says in Hebrews 11:39, these people were commended by God for their great faith. Not small faith, great faith. When you look at the Bible, not only this is the message of the book of Hebrews, Revelation. What is the message of Revelation? Is the message of Revelation that we must get hyper curious about the identity of Antichrist? No. The message of Revelation, we understand from Revelation chapter 2. We read about an ordinary believer called Antipas. He was killed for his faith. And the writer of the book of Revelation wants several Antipases. Believers who are faithful till the death. And what about book of Acts? Book of miracles? I'll tell you about one miracle in the book of Acts. How Stephen was faithful until death when people started throwing stones at him. And no angel came to rescue him. Acts 7. Acts 12. One of the disciples of Jesus was killed. Acts 12 too. But he was faithful till death. The other side of the book of Acts. Have you seen it? Life may not be magical always, but will you be faithful? That is spiritual growth. That is spiritual growth. That's maturity. Finally,